Good morning, everyone. Hello.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning. Now,
Good
previous
morning.
class we have started.
Morning.
In a previous class, we have started with the features of democracy. Features means main characteristics of democracy. So, in this first feature, what we have seen? Can anybody tell me? First feature, features of democracy. First feature, what we have seen? Which is the first feature? You can raise your hands up. I will unmute you. If you know the answer, you can raise your hands up. I will unmute you from here. Okay, Yashika. Yes, Yashika.
Ma'am, in a democracy, the final decision making power must rest with those elected by the people.
Very good. The major or final decision should be rested in the hands of the elected leaders and not with one particular leader only. In this, which example we have seen? Anybody else can raise the hand up? Which example we have seen? Example of nobody else. Beta, when you are coming to join the class of SSC, you have to revise the lesson till where I have taught you, ताकि आपको और अच्छे से समझ में आ जाए. Revise the lesson till where I am teaching you at home. You yourself have to revise. That is why then only you will be understanding the lesson more clearly. Yes, Yashika. Which
Ma'am, in
exam?
Pakistan, the leaders were elected and there were elections, but the main power was rested with military officers and
Very,
General Musharraf himself.
very good, very good. The example in this that major decisions by the elected leaders here. This example we have seen in country Pakistan, where General Pervez Musharraf was there, and though the elections were being held, but then also uh, the legislative assemblies were formed, but then also the final uh, decision was considered by the Parvez Musharraf only and the army only. So no importance was given for the decision of the assembly or to the national or provincial assemblies and all. Then second feature. Yes, Dia, Devanshu, Anshika. Nobody else? From the next time, better revise the lesson. Okay, Anshika. Anshika, you can unmute yourself and then speak out.
Free and fair electoral competition.
Very good. Free and fair electoral competition. That means free and fair electoral competition. In this, which example we have seen? Yes, Yashika, you can speak out. Which example we have seen in free and fair electoral competition? Unmute yourself, Yashika, and you can speak out.
Yes, ma'am.
Huh?
Ma'am, there were in China there were no free and fair elections.
Why? Which party only? One party system was there only in China. Only one party system was there, Hana. And who used to always win the election? Who used to win the election? Only the Communist Party. Only the Communist Party forms the government in China. So their free and fair electoral competition was not seen. Then another example we have seen of Mexico also. In Mexico, what we have seen? Mexico, what was happening in Mexico? There also the elections were being, yes, Anshika.
In Mexico, the elections were held, but only the PRI party won, and it made dirty tricks to win the elections.
Very good. It used many dirty tricks to win the election. So only PRI. And what all dirty tricks, one by one? Yes, Yashika, first dirty trick. First dirty trick, Yashika.
Ma'am, all those who were employed in government offices had to attend its party meetings.
Very good. All those who were in government offices had to attend the party meeting. Now, Sana, next dirty trick PRI used to adopt. Yes, Sana. Hello. Sana, unmute yourself and then speak out. Okay, Anshika, you speak out the second one. Dia, you want to speak about the dirty trick?
Ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Dia.
Ma'am, teachers of government school used to force parents to vote for the PR.
PRI, yes. What is the full form of PRI? Full form of PRI? Yes, any?
Institutional
Yes,
Revolutionary Party.
Party, good. And another,
Party.
and another dirty trick. Anything else the PRI used to adopt for winning the election? Yes, who? Sana?
Ma'am, the third is media largely ignored the activities of opposition political parties except to criticize them.
Yes, this shows that media was also in favor of PRI. Next, anything else? Anything else? Yes, Jyotsna?
The polling booths were shifted from the place to the another in the last minute.
Yes, polling booths were shifted from one place to another at the last moment. So other people get confused and they found difficult to cast their vote. Anything else? One more is left. Yes. Yes, Dia.
Ma'am, the PRI spent a large sum of money in the campaign for its candidates.
Yes. Large sum of money was spent by PRI in the election process. So all these were the dirty tricks used by PRI to win the elections. Now another feature we have understood in this lesson of democracy. Another feature, two features we have already seen. Third feature,
One person, one vote, one value.
very good. One person, one vote, one value, that shows universal adult franchise. And this we have seen in concern with Saudi Arabia, Estonia, Fiji. These were the examples given where uh, all the persons were not allowed. Somewhere all the people were not allowed. Somewhere more importance to their own local people were given. Uh, this was not, we can call it as a democratic country. So in a democratic form of country, one person, one vote, one value should be there. That is universal adult franchise should be there. Then next we have understood about
Ma'am, rule of law and respect for rights.
this we have to start with rule of law and respect for rights.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the rule of law. Rule of law means everybody is equal in the eyes of law, and respect for the rights. Respect for the rights for the citizens, which the citizens are getting from the government. So the respect for the rights should be there. Now Zimbabwe. In this we will read about the example of Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe attained independence from white minority rule in 1980. So 1980, Zimbabwe attained the independence from whom? From white minority, from Americans. And Zimbabwe is where? The country in Africa. Zimbabwe is the country in Africa. So they got independence from the white minority. Then, since then, the country has been ruled by ZANU PF, the party that led for the freedom struggle. Now, since independence, who is ruling the party? ZANU PF parties is ruling the party since they got the freedom. And its leader means the leader of ZANU PF party. Who is the leader? Robert Mugabe. So Robert Mugabe is the party leader of ZANU PF. He ruled the country since independence. As soon as Zimbabwe got independence from white minority, Robert Mugabe was the leader of the party. And elections were held regularly and always won by ZANU PF only. So after independence, elections were being held, but who used to win always? Which
ZANU
party?
PF.
ZANU PF's party. That is Robert Mugabe. President Mugabe was popular but also used unfair practices in election. So this Robert Mugabe was very popular among his subjects, among his people, and but also he also used unfair practices. Unfair practices means illegal practices to win the elections. Over the years, this government changed the constitution several times to increase the power of the president and make him less accountable. Now, over the years, from time to time, the government has made the changes in the constitutions several times. Why? To increase the power of the president and make him less accountable. Less accountable means uh, less responsible for the people. So time to time elections were being held after the independence of Zimbabwe, but always won by ZANU PF party. And over the years, means as the time passed, the government tried to bring changes in the constitution many times, which the changes uh, increase the power of the president and to make him less accountable, less responsible to the people. Means he whatever he feel like he will put rules and regulations, and whatever decision he is going to take, no means discussion about that for the or among the people and all. So he will become less accountable, less responsible to the people. Opposition party workers were harassed. Now another thing was that opposition party, as soon as this party, ZANU PF party came into power, first of all, always this party used to win. Second, unfair practices were used in the election. Third, several times the change in the constitution was made to increase the power of the president and make him less accountable, less responsible. Clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
next is opposition party workers were harassed. Opposition party workers were mistreated very badly and their meeting disrupted. They were not they were not able to take the meetings when ZANU PF party was in power. So opposition party workers were there, but they were not at all able to take their meetings, hold their meetings against this party. Public protests and demonstrations against the government were declared illegal. So any public protest was there or any type of demonstration was there against the government, it was considered as illegal. Means government के खिलाफ, which was who was forming the government? ZANU PF's party was forming the government. So any public protest was there. कोई भी अगर आवाज उठाता था लोगों के बीच में या कोई भी demonstrations, rallies या oppositions show किया जाता था कहीं भी गवर्नमेंट के खिलाफ, then it was declared as illegal. वो गवर्नमेंट के खिलाफ illegal माना जाता था. And there was a law that limited the right to criticize the president, and there was a law limited the right to criticize the president. और एक law बना दिया गया था जिससे कि president को किसी तरह का criticism नहीं face करना पड़े. Television and radio were controlled by government. Means even media was under the control of government. That is which party? ZANU PF's party. And gave only the ruling party's version. Means जो भी ruling party, Zanu PS party favored, that only was shown and told in the media. There were independent newspaper. Was also there, but government harassed those journalists who were against it. So independent newspapers were also there, but those journalists were tortured in under Janu PF's party, whom uh, the newspapers whose newspaper used to create criticism against the government, या कुछ भी छापते थे गवर्नमेंट के खिलाफ, तो उन जर्नलिस्ट को टॉर्चर किया जाता था, परेशान किया, हैरेस मींस परेशान किया जाता था. The government ignored some court judgment that went against it. Even the court judgment were ignored by the party which were against the Zanu PS party, and he was forced and pressurized judges. He was forced out of office in 2017. Finally, he was forced out of office in 2017. 2017 में इसको ऑफिस से बाहर निकाल दिया गया, मीन्स गवर्नमेंट से बाहर निकाल दिया गया रॉबर्ट मुगाबे को. So the example of Zimbabwe shows that popular approval of the ruler is necessary in a democracy, but it is not sufficient. Approval जरूरी है. जिम्बाब्वे का जो एग्जांपल है, इससे हमें देखने को मिलता है कि approval in any decision by the ruler is necessary. So approval by the ruler is necessary in the democracy, but it is not sufficient. It is not enough. Popular government can be undemocratic. Popular government can be undemocratic means जो बहुत ज्यादा famous governments हैं. As you are aware that ZANU PF, in the leader of ZANU PF, that is Robert Mugabe, was very much famous personality, popular personality. So it is not thus that popular governments can be undemocratic. Governments can be undemocratic. Popular leaders can be autocratic. Popular leaders can also be autocratic. Autocratic means they can make their own rules and regulations. They can be less responsible for the people. They can less care for the wishes or benefits of the people. So इस टाइप का हो सकता है कि जरूरी नहीं है कि जो पॉपुलर हो वो डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट ही फॉर्म करेगा. इट कैन बी the autocratic form of government also. So if we wish to assess our democracy, it is important to look at the elections. और अगर हमें democracy fair democratic government follow करना है, then it is important to look at the elections. तो हमें elections को ध्यान से supervise करना चाहिए. But it is equally important to look before and after elections. So before the elections what happens and after the elections what happens, it is necessary to have a careful inspection, careful supervision before the elections what is happening in the country, and after the elections what is happening in the country. Then only we can form a particular true democratic form of government. Now there should be sufficient room for normal political activity. Sufficient room for normal political activity means there should be space enough so that every type of political activity can be run in free and fair atmosphere. Free and fair situations and conditions should be there so that the elections can be held in free and fair manner. So there should be sufficient room. Sufficient room means sufficient space. It should be space enough that the political activities. What is the political activity here? Political activity is to cast the vote, to choose the representative. So this is the political activity. So there should be a particular situation in which the space should be proper, where these elections could be held properly in free and fair manner, including political opposition in the period before election. और political opposition का भी ध्यान रखते हुए ये election purpose जो भी elections processes है ये बहुत minutely supervise किया जाना चाहिए. Now this requires that the state should respect some basic rights of the citizens. The first thing is to respect the basic rights of the citizens. Now this is the things before election. the things to be kept in mind before elections. So first and foremost thing is to have the sufficient room, sufficient space for the political activities. That is to hold the election in free and fair manner. Second is the state should respect some basic rights for the citizens. They should be free to think, to have opinions, to express their public these in public, or to form associations, to protest and take other political actions. Now these all things, that is the basic rights of the citizen, should be provided to the citizen. That means they should be able, citizens should be able to think freely, to whom to have they have to vote. They can have the opinions of themselves. They should, nobody should pressurize them or give them any type of means we can say opportunities or gifts, or in the form of gifts and all, कि आप इस party को vote करो और उस party को नहीं. So they should have their own free and fair opinions to form to which representative they have to cast the vote, to express these in the public, और अपने opinions political leaders को अपने expressions free and fair means free right to for expression should be given to the citizens also. To form associations, they should be able to form associations. Association means groups to decide to whom to cast the vote and all. But their opinion should be there. To protest and take other political actions. And if they are not satisfied with the existing government, or they are not satisfied whatever activities are going on related to the election purpose, so they should be free to protest against that also, and to take the political actions against those illegal practices which is being taken when the elections are being held. I hope till here it is clear. Before the election, what should be taken in mind? Be careful. Supervision should be there. Now, next, everyone should be should be equal in the eyes of law. Another thing means everyone, without irrespective of a caste, color, creed, they are all, they should be considered equal in the eyes of law. These rights must be protected by an independent judiciary. Now these rights, right to for expression, rights for opinion, right equality before the law, these all rights of the citizen should be what protected by the judiciary, proper judicial system, proper court and all should be there, under which the rights of the citizen should be protected and are obeyed by everyone, and whatever rules and regulations are there, are made in the government, they should be properly followed by each and every one, whether of a person holding a government office or whether a common man. So everyone should obey all the rules and regulations. We should read more about these rights in chapter number 5. Now chapter number 5 will explain us more rights about the citizens. Now, similarly, there are some conditions that apply to the way a government is run after the elections. Now, all these conditions we have seen, that is before the election, what all things to be kept in mind for a free and fair election, so that free and fair elections or political activities can be conducted in the country. Now, after elections, what all things you can write down here, note it down, or you can underline also. This is the conditions that apply the way the government run after the elections. The activities after the election, you can underline this. This is the activities after the election, and previously we have read about before. Here you can write down this is the activities before the elections here. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now after the elections, what all to be kept in mind, or what all to be minutely seen. A democratic government cannot do whatever he likes. Now, after election, a government is formed, and after forming a government, they are they cannot do whatever they like. The people who are forming the government, the representatives, the ministers, and all, they cannot take their own decision, whatever they like, simply because it has won an election. Simply because they have won the election, they cannot take it for the granted their seats, and simply they, as they wish, they cannot we can say frame their own rules and regulations, but they have to work according to the rules and regulations which are given in the constitution. Now it has to respect some basic rules. The government which is formed after the election, they had to respect some basic rules. Now in particular, it has a respect to respect some guarantees to the minorities. Minorities को कुछ important फैसिलिटीज दिया गया है माइनॉरिटीज को, टू अपलिफ्ट देम, उनको उनकी स्टैंडर्ड रेज करने के लिए कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट राइट्स दिया गया है, गारंटीज दिया गया है, तो वो सब उनका रिस्पेक्ट करें गवर्नमेंट, those who are making the government. Every major decision has to go through a series of consultations. Another thing is, whatever decisions are being taken by the government, that has to go through the series of consultation. Means much consultations to be done. बहुत सारा consultations, discussions to be taken before passing a particular rule or regulation for the whole country. So the major decision has to go through the series of consultation. Means एक अकेले का मिनिस्टर का या कोई एक अलग लीडर का डिसीजन मान करके वो लागू नहीं कर देना चाहिए, but it has to be consulted with many other heads also. Many other heads means बहुत सारे दूसरे लोगों से भी उसको कंसर्न करके और फिर ही कोई रूल या रेगुलेशन पास करना चाहिए. Now every office bearer has certain rights. Now every office bearer, who is an office bearer? Who works in the office. So every government officer has a certain rights and responsibilities assigned by the constitution. So the rights and responsibilities are assigned to the government officers by whom? By the constitution and the law. So constitution and law, according to constitution and law, these office holders had to work according to these rules and regulations which are mentioned in the constitution, and they have to work according to the law, and they have to think about the minorities also. सिर्फ मेजोरिटी का ही डिसीजन नहीं मान लेना चाहिए कि हाँ मेजोरिटी के लोग ज्यादा से ज्यादा नंबर ऑफ लोग इससे एग्री कर रहे हैं, then we should go for that. नहीं, we should think of the minorities also. Then each of these is accountable not only to the people but also other independent officials. Now these leaders who hold the offices, they are not only accountable, they are not only responsible for their decision to the people, but they are also responsible for the independent officials. दूसरे और भी जो officials हैं उनके साथ में उनका भी responsibility है कि उनको भी वो ध्यान रखते हुए सारा काम करें अपना. Means whatever decisions these office bearers are taking, it is that they are taking the decisions on the behalf of the people and for the benefit of the people, to fulfill the wishes, aspirations of the people. और इसीलिए उनकी विशेष उनकी एस्पायरेशंस फुलफिल करने के लिए जो भी डिसीजंस ये ऑफिस होल्डर्स लेते हैं, दे शुड कीप इट वेरी केयरफुल वॉच और सुपरविजन, प्लस they should consult many other peoples to take a particular decision. And then we shall read more about this in chapter number 4 about these independent decisions and all. Now both these aspects give us the fourth and final feature. Now fourth and final feature comes here of a democratic form of government is a democratic government rules within limits set by constitutional law and citizens' rights. Now here, as we have seen, that after coming to form the government, when the representatives form the government, then what happens? They cannot take the decision on their own. वो अपने आप से कोई रूल रेगुलेशन या डिसीजन नहीं ले सकते. They had some limits. They have some limits. They have to follow the limits set by the constitution, law, and citizens' right. They have to keep in mind about the rights of the citizens also. और जो भी constitution में set of rules and regulations है, they have to work according to it. I hope till here it is clear, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now summary definition. Now summary definition means in short. Now let us sum up the discussion so far. Whatever we have discussed, the four main features we have discussed. Now whatever we have discussed, we have to sum up. That is, in conclusion, we can say that we started with the simple definition. Simple definition we had started. Which was that definition? ये simple definition से हमने
Democracy.
lesson start करा था.
Democracy is the form of government in which rulers
Democracy is
are
a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people.
Yes, democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. With this simple definition, we have started with the lesson that it is a government which the rulers are elected by the people. But we found that this definition was not enough, not adequate. हमने ये अभी इतने सारे features देखे. From that we can say that this definition was not proper, not enough, not adequate for a democratic form of government, because we had already understood in the lesson beginning that the word remains same. The word remain same, but with the time, as the time pass, the meaning of the word changes. So the meaning of the word changes from time to time. So in the beginning, we have seen the simple definition this, but this definition is not adequate, not sufficient, and unless we explain some of the key words used in it, जब तक कि हम इसमें जो key words use किया गया है, वो हम उसको understand नहीं कर लेते हैं. Now the examples are given here about the four features of democracy as a form of government. Now, accordingly, democracy is a form of government in which, now these are this, we can say the keywords. हम इसमें से देखते हैं कि क्या main features हैं. Rulers elected by the people take all major decisions. So this is the first and foremost important feature of the democratic form. That
कब से तो क्या देगा अब 1 मिनट बचेगी.
रूलर्स इलेक्टेड बाय द पीपल टेक ऑल मेजर डिसीजन. जो रूलर्स इलेक्ट किए जाते हैं पीपल के द्वारा, तो वो मेजर डिसीजंस लेते हैं. सेकंड, इलेक्शंस ऑफर अ चॉइस, फेयर एंड अपॉर्चुनिटी टू द पीपल चेंज द करंट रूलर्स. नाउ फेयर अपॉर्चुनिटी इज गिवन. अलग अलग तरह की पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज होना चाहिए डेमोक्रेसी में, so that people get a fair chance to choose among those representatives, and if they are not satisfied, they had the opportunity to change the current rulers also. So ये opportunity भी मिली जानी चाहिए democratic form of government में. So choice also plus to change the opportunity also to change the current rulers. Next is this choice and opportunity is available to all the people on the equal basis. So equality should be there. Next is third thing is equality should be there. Everybody should be have the equal choice and equal opportunities. And lastly, the exercise of their choice leads to the government limit by the basic rules of the constitution and citizens. That means whichever government comes into power, they had their limitations. They had to work according to the guidelines of the constitution, which is provided in the constitution, the set of rules and regulations which are provided in the constitution. So I hope till here it is clear. These are the key features. In a summary form, we have understood. Hello. Wait a second. Yes. Now you can reply. Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
ma'am.
fine.
yes,
Now, in our next class, we are going to start with why democracy. Till then, read the lesson, try to understand it. Okay. And if any doubt,
Thank you, ma'am.
write once again present in the chat box, and then you can leave the class. That's all for today. Okay. Thank you.